Hello, this will be a presentation about students with multiple disabilities. I hope it will help you learn about the reality of living with multiple disabilities and the best way to serve students who do so. Individuals with multiple disabilities are usually diagnosed early in life through a series of exams that test their intelligence, physical, and mental capabilities. The IDEA defines multiple disabilities as having concomitant impairments, the combination of which causes such severe educational problems that they cannot be accommodated in special education programs solely for one of the impairments. The term does not include deafblindness. In other words, students who are affected by two or more disabilities at the same time often require a more comprehensive, specialized special education program rather than a program designed to deal with just one of those disabilities. This would commonly be a combination of two different types of disability. An example would be one individual with an intellectual disability, such as Down syndrome, who also has a sensory disability, such as blindness. Deafblindness would not fall into the category of multiple disabilities, as these are both sensory disabilities. Some common warning signs of multiple disabilities include limited speech or communication, difficulty in basic mobility, tendency to forget skills that are rarely used, trouble generalizing skills from one situation to another, a need for support in major life activities, and difficulty in forming a sense of independence. According to a report by the National Center for Education Statistics, students with multiple disabilities made up approximately 2% of the students covered by special education programs under the IDEA in the 2017 to 2018 school year. This accounts for about 134,000 students. That said, here are some important facts that all teachers should know when interacting with students with multiple disabilities. Multiple disabilities is an umbrella term that encompasses any combination of disabilities. Some combinations include autism and hearing impairment, cerebral palsy and blindness, or Down syndrome and mobility issues. The causes of having multiple disabilities are just as diverse as the possibility of combinations of these disabilities. There's no one way to determine just how a person came to have two or more disabilities at one time. Some possible causes for one or more disabilities include genetic disorders, chromosomal abnormality, brain or spinal cord injury, lack of development in brain or spinal cord, or prolonged illness. Individuals with multiple disabilities are often misdiagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder because the combination of the effects of the disabilities they do have may seem similar to those displayed by individuals with autism. Each individual with multiple disabilities is unique. A teacher should not expect a student with multiple disabilities to interact in the same way as other students, even ones who may share one or more of the same disabilities. It's important to keep in mind that no one education plan will fit the needs of all students with disabilities. With the proper amount of support from teachers and classmates, students with multiple disabilities are just as capable of succeeding in school as any of their peers. An important tip for teachers to follow is to find the specific educational strengths of a student with multiple disabilities and allow the lessons to be shaped in order to expand and fortify those strengths. A teacher should work closely with a student's aide or paraprofessional to ensure that the student is receiving proper instruction that follows their specific needs as noted in their IEP. Provide students with all necessary assistive technologies in order to help them follow along with the lesson. For example, a student with autism and blindness may make use of a text-to-speech technology that will read the material out loud. Allow students with disabilities to utilize testing modifications if necessary. If a student needs a copy of the exam that includes simplified vocabulary or video supplements, this should be made available. Students with multiple disabilities are often at a disadvantage in the classroom due to a lack of support from teachers and classmates. This could be due to a lack of proper training for teachers on the best way to teach students who may need some extra attention. Above all, kids with disabilities are just kids. Just like other children, students with multiple disabilities want to feel welcome and engaged within a classroom setting. A teacher should do what they can to make all students feel at ease.